So I'm the guy that used to head up this shindig with some of these guys several years ago, and so now I play the butthurt former organizer on TV, or on the internet. Sorry, showing my age. So I got an attendee pass. It's pretty cool, actually. Anyone like Metroid? All right, I was getting a little worried there. If it was just gonna be like a woo from like 5 people. I'm glad everyone else jumped in. Anyone here for their first MAGFest?
Oh, I love
Wow.
that. That's always a good one.
Yeah, that's a good
That's
sign.
always fun.
So, welcome, Nubs.
This is entirely not ceremonial enough, so I have something ceremonial to start us off with. It's my favorite piece of poetry ever. Happens to be written by one of our guests this year, so I like you a whole lot. More than that bandit, like spooning that robot. You are like a diamond in a rough, or a shrapnel, or a flower surrounded by shrapnel and stuff. I would hang myself from my own tombstone if within you I could not put my bone.
It's very romantic.
I thought so. It's from Borderlands 2, and Anthony Birch, who wrote it, is a guest this year.
Can I tell my favorite Valentine's poem? It's very short.
Please.
Roses are gray. Violets are gray. Everything is gray. I'm a dog, yeah.
Dogs actually see plenty of colors. They just don't see as many as we do, and that was my panel last year on human vision, so never mind.
They also don't know what the colors mean, so that's kind of a problem. Yeah. It's a real problem that we have. Like, what are we going to discover next?
Where did you get
Gravitational
that fact?
waves? So you're the official homework person? Okay.
All right, so for people who are new here and don't understand what the fuck MAGFest is, I'm just going to point out, I have no idea what this guy's doing on stage.
Yeah, I have no idea why I'm here. This is my first MAGFest too.
Yeah, I don't know either.
So if you don't know what you're doing, you might be able to get a panel.
I mean, I know who
Or at
he
least
is.
sit on one.
I just don't know why he's up here, but that's fine.
There was a chair, I sat, no one told me to go away, I don't know. Thanks. Some people at school call me Simba.
Yeah, this is fine.
I'm curious about the noobs. Of the new people, who came here on their own volition, was not dragged by a friend? Awesome. Who was dragged by a friend? That's fine. We still love you. Of all of you, who doesn't know what they're getting into this weekend? Okay, so see this guy with his hand up that was the official homework Asian know-it-all, by his own words. And so he's the guy you need to ask if you want to know what to expect this weekend.
You turned on the server.
I'm going to shout out the new, well, it's not a new room, but it's kind of an on and off room. It's called the Museum. It's kind of new because it's never been bigger than it is right now. That's what I said.
I think maybe.
But the 2 escalators that go up to the tabletop area, if you just go between the escalators in those 2 like double doors and turn left, they've got a bunch of old PCs and old consoles and stuff. And if you ever want to talk to me or talk old computers and consoles and chips and whatever, I'm a chiptune guy, game composer or whatever. Now that I don't work for MAGFest, I just pretend.
Good job,
So,
Brendan.
come over there and talk to me if you want. But I think that place needs some serious exposure. It's really fun. And even when they're not open, they're open. Like, they have a sign up that says, nothing's on, but come in here and gawk at things. But I think they finally got power, so that's a good sign.
So we're just going to be awkward here for a while?
Yeah.
See.
Who of our new attendees that don't know what to expect, who of you are awkward? It's like, nope, that hand's going down. Ask us awkward things. Ask me the real important questions. That's not an important question. My sex life is weird. I just had surgery. Next. Sorry? Oh, I had a sudden major infection in my face, which was not caused by MAGFest.
For once.
This time.
Yeah. Actually, the reason I stepped back at MAGFest 9 was because I broke out in hives from the stress. So don't harass staffers. Be nice people. Does anyone want to ask a real awkward question? That's fine.
No.
Okay. Guy in the middle here. The program
Yeah.
is one day off.
Oh, yeah, the printed schedules are all one day off.
It's
in
o-
a
it's okay, we
miracle of
noticed.
copy-paste.
My official job is to
That
say
was
that's
you,
not my
wasn't it,
job.
Dom?
I don't print things on other things.
They're fixed online. If you guys like, I can make a link, but I don't know. It's the internet.
Yeah, every other form of schedule is fine. It's just the printed ones are copy-paste from last year when we ran from Friday to Monday instead of Thursday to Sunday. And somebody missed that detail.
We're good at this.
Guy with his hand up there. Like right where I am? Paul is sitting to my left.
could swap one person in.
Well, he wants to
Oh, this chair? Oh, I mean, do you guys mind? This is my first MAGFest.
I think
Don't
we
ask
could just swap one person in every 10 minutes. What do you think? So
He asked, so.
yeah.
Sure, come on up.
All
you know,
right.
whatever. Yeah. Come take a seat.
What's your name, man?
Yeah,
Aaron.
Do it on the
Everyone
mic.
give it up for Aaron. It's Aaron's first time here, so he gets to be on a panel.
Me and this guy go way back.
Yeah.
Way
Yeah,
back.
we do.
Aaron, why are you here?
Get away from work.
How was
Nice.
your day?
Cold, but pretty good, pretty good.
What did you do today?
I slept. Sleep is good. Does anyone like sleep? Yeah, yeah.
Clearly.
There we go.
Whoa. Did you get here
This
last
guy
night or
is not-
tonight? Today, whatever.
We left, 12:30 from Georgia and sat in the van for about 11 hours.
You didn't get any sleep in the van?
Nah.
Who
Were
here?
you driving?
Nah, actually, my buddy right
Oh,
over here with the tiara, right over here. Go ahead,
Oh,
stand
Alright.
up, man.
We got
Stand
one of
up,
those.
man.
So,
Yeah, that guy.
all right.
He did all the driving.
That's impressive.
Who here
So-
has ever fallen asleep before? Right? Show of hands. Oh, that's pretty good.
Sleep is good.
Yeah, it's pretty
Yeah.
good, right? Okay.
You can tell this guy's not working for MAGFest because he's talking about getting sleep last night.
Sleep is a beautiful thing, guys.
He's taking a Snapchat, everyone. He's taking a Snapchat.
Yeah, say hi, everyone. yeah.
We're
Yeah,
incredibly
professional is our
professional.
middle name. No, I mean, legit. I am, we didn't even introduce ourselves. Most of these people have no idea who we are. We're making all this shit up. This guy owns
okay, so my
MAGFest. This guy actually owns PAX, and he's here just to,
Yeah.
no.
The guy in the middle, I think I just met him. His name is Bob.
No, so the real secret is that Dom has lost his shadow. I've taken physical form, and soon I will overtake his body, but that's a whole nother story.
It's fine.
Dom's the guy with the pink hair, by the way.
What do you, all right.
I'm Paul.
Enough of this shit. No, that's happening back there, right there, if anybody wants to, yeah. Okay.
My name is Steph Prater.
Uh,
Soon I'll be Victoria Mislin.
So, all right.
You got about
I
3
am-
minutes left up in the seat.
I am actually Paul,
Fair
and
enough.
I am actually officially the president of MAGFest. And whenever anybody within MAGFest uses the word professional to describe, like, how they want to behave or what kind of a product they want to put out, I say, shut up, stop using that word. Like, that's just a really bad word to use. You know what professional means? It means you're getting paid for something, which you're not.
I can confirm I am not being paid for anything.
I just got here.
It's fine. It's fine.
No, the MAGFest is loose and free form, and it's fucking chaos, and it's constantly falling apart, and we like it that way.
It's fine.
Yeah,
It's all fine.
This is not a problem.
What's up? Not
the
my
wrist-
job.
It's right here. I got it. It's good.
The wristbands went away this year for a variety of reasons. The real answer is we're always changing things. We see how it goes. We find out. Honestly, the simple, most important answer is we're always trying to speed up registration because we don't want to have 4-hour-long registration lines. And so we're counting the seconds on getting people registered, and the wristbands take up a precious bunch of those seconds. And so just eliminating the wristbands just sort of like clears out a whole lot of time for registration. Is there what? Possibly.
I mean,
There should be. Whenever you talk to someone, just check their ID, especially if they walk in your hotel room.
Yeah, just make that like the MAGFest greeting. Just walk up to somebody and be like, "Hey,
ID,
how's
please.
it going? Can I see some photo ID?"
You got your papers?
Right.
No, I got that, but like, you can do things with these, You can do that, but you can't.
By the way, if you end up in court because you didn't check someone's ID and you were supposed to, I'm sure at least someone knows what I'm talking about. I will make fun of you publicly. Because I had to spend all day in court. That's how the wristbands came to be.
That's a bad story, and we're not going to tell it right now.
We're not going to tell the rest of the story.
Okay, Aaron, it's your last minute up here. You got anything to say?
It's fine.
Hey, y'all roll?
All right.
For the next
He
4
just
days.
covered everything I was going to say.
For the next 4 days. Let's get fucked up, all right?
I have some things to say about that, but
And that makes it 3:20. It's been nice being up here.
All right.
Aaron's our new hype manager.
Man.
all right.
And the debris sort of orbits the planet for a while, and then, all right.
Reforms into a second planet.
I have a minor pile of shit to say because I usually tend to sit here and philosophize about MAGFest. All right.
Next.
Yeah.
Next.
Yeah, come on up. You're gonna have a bad session because I'm gonna dominate the mic for a little while. Sorry.
Daniel.
Nice to meet you.
Go by Dare, I guess.
What are
Darren?
you doing? What are you
Dare.
doing here?
It's my initials.
What am I doing
Oh,
here?
Yeah.
I thought you were Bob.
No.
Yeah?
I
All right,
was
cool.
called Larry for
guy's-
2 years in high school.
This guy's just filling a seat.
I
So.
am filling a seat.
All right. My role in MAGFest has been described as many things. I occasionally refer to myself as the head defender of the soul of MAGFest, which somebody recently called grandiose. My response to that is like, bitch, you ain't seen nothing. I can get way more grandiose than that. No, MAGFest, you'll find that the new people will find what the repeat people already know, that there's a feel to MAGFest that is the important thing about it. And I'm really popping my peas on here. I really need it. Hold on. Here, let me try this.
Would you like a pop filter?
How's this? If I put
Sure.
the microphone here, do I sound good? Yeah. Sibilants, plosives. Yeah, all right, I'm good. So anyway, let's see. I have some notes, but no actual structure, so I'm gonna meander a little bit. I found MAGFest. I didn't found it. I found it. I went to MAGFest 2 and discovered it, and it was amazing, and I fell in love with it, and I had to get involved and sort of nurture it and make sure that it kept doing what it does. And eventually I took over, and let's see, Brenda did not start MAGFest. Somebody else started MAGFest, kind of accidentally. That's a whole other story. And then Brendan took over, and then I took over from Brendan, and then Dom took over from me.
Soon.
Originally, MAGFest was supposed to sort of be an anime con.
Yeah, somebody was
Oops.
trying to start an anime con, and they fucked up. That's
And
kinda
thank
what
God they
happened.
did, because otherwise you wouldn't be here.
So, all right. So when I got involved, it was because MAGFest 3 was one of the worst run events I've ever been to in my life. It was amazing. It was a clusterfuck. Everything went wrong to a degree you can't even imagine if you weren't there. But everybody was having a fucking blast. It was awesome. Everybody was super psyched. And my goal has always been to sort of maintain that spirit, which is a fair level of anarchy, without letting the event collapse, which is pretty difficult. So I always take the opportunity to sit up here and talk to the people who gave enough of a shit to come to the opening panel and listen to us talk about MAGFest, because you guys are the ones that are going to go out and talk to your friends and influence the mood. And if we can help sort of set the mood and set the limits and the expectations and all that kind of thing, then you guys can help us with that. And my attitude towards sort of maintaining like what you can get away with and what you can't at MAGFest is about like finding the absolute limits of what we can get away with. Like we talked to the hotel, we talked to the cops, we talked to lawyers, and we're like, okay, can we get away with this? And they're like, you don't want to. We're like, well, can we? Will the insurance pay for that if we do it? Well, probably. Like, all right, so that's our limit. And like anything within that limit, all cool, it goes, no problem. So the last guy that was sitting here talking about getting fucked up, that's cool. There's a limit, and I'll talk about that some. So I wish Nick was here, because this is just really to troll Nick. We go over our code of conduct with the fine-toothed comb occasionally, and I particularly like the harassment section because it's simple, it's straightforward, and it's something that we can enforce. And I got into arguments with Nick last year about expanding the harassment section, and it just sort of ended up turning into this like, well, why do we have to list all these people? Why are we going to go down the list and be like, you can't harass people based on their weight or their color or their sexual preference or their, just keep going down the list, and we're going to have a huge list of like, you can't harass people because of the shoes they're wearing or whatever. It's just like, no, just, this is nonsense. Like, just don't harass people. So, you've got to be fucking shitting me. Whoop, whoop. That is amazing. Well, we'll come back to this in a moment.
What's your name?
Mike.
Okay.
I'm setting an example and sitting.
I'm sure you're all wondering why I've called you here today.
So welcome back to the panel. Did everyone enjoy their fresh air, their stretch? A little cold's good for you, You start getting used to the heat, you get a little weak. I'm from SoCal. Some cold's good for you.
How else are they gonna make sure everybody goes outside at least once,
I'm from the LA area, specifically the Valley.
Gotta keep the tradition alive.
Okay, so Dom's done. I guess we should talk about important things now that he's leaving. Anyone have any important topics they'd like to talk about? Yeah. You got an important topic? No, okay, that's fine. Yeah. The last I heard, I couldn't eat it, so you tell me. Yes, over there in the tiara. Things in the West Coast are looking good. It's just started to hit weird summer. The winter has finally ended in February. I can stop wearing my jacket. Any other important questions? Oh, hello.
Hi.
Hey,
What's your name?
Brendan.
Word. I'm Bob.
I'm Jeff.
It's basically the oldest MAGFest staffer around and the newest MAGFest staffer around.
Can I
I'm
say?
not
Can
a
I?
staffer at all.
Can I talk about the thing? Can I talk about the thing? Nah. He won't let me talk about the thing. I'm sorry, guys. He said no. I can't do anything. I'm his shadow. He's in control of me. I haven't achieved his physical form yet.
Thank you. I'm glad to be back. I'm glad I'm not in a hospital bed. That feels very good. Yep.
Cool. So, any other important questions from the audience?
Do we have legit questions? Because we can answer legit questions too, but
Okay.
we prefer them to be awkward.
Okay.
Dude in front, right here.
Real quick, sorry.
Oh.
I'm actually going to go do the rounds just after that fire bit, but just wanted to say welcome to MAGFest. I can't wait to see you guys out there. It's going to be awesome.
Don't forget your
Kick ass.
Don't forget your phone charger, please.
Oh, hey, phone charger. I love that. Okay, whoever's going to answer the question.
Things. Complain to the hotel. We don't overbook anything. You book your rooms, not us.
I didn't know how long we were going to be outside, so
Guy-
I went and
guy
got
in the
my
blue
Jedi
shirt.
robe.
I can see it from here, but not much further.
Does it say from the desk of Paul? Yeah, it's the thing, Paul. I'm Paul.
Whoa, when did that costume change happen?
It was cold out.
Deal with it, you know?
I didn't know how long we were going to be there. I got a Jedi robe sitting in my car.
You made it to your car
Word,
and back
I'll be
in that
Paul
time?
twice.
It was in the parking garage right there.
We don't talk about that. It's
I
like
don't
Fight
remember
Club.
that thing last
I've
year.
got one already. Yes.
Ooh, I'll take one. I haven't learned anything about Paul. I've met him like 3 times.
So there was a really surreal thing that happened last year, and you really had to be there. I'm not going to explain it. Just pretend it means something.
Okay. Next legitimate question. Oh man, so many hands everywhere. I'm gonna just that guy.
With the hat.
Yeah, with the hat.
I have a camera that somebody left on their way out of the room. Okay.
The what? The cosplay prop panel? No, I do not. Keep calm.
Oh, that's a long story that is basically the
Is
simple
that-
answer
oh my
is
God, I have Dom's phone.
I'll tell you what happened. MAGFest caved.
we don't pick our dates. The
What do I
venue
do?
picks our dates.
I don't know this guy. Hello, this is Dom's phone. No, Dom left his phone during the fire alarm. It's in my hands. How may I help you? Oh, totally. Let me hand you over to Brendan, and I will ping Dom.
MAGFest
Raheem.
as usual, folks.
It's Brennan. It's Brendan. So you probably just want to go to the regular reg desk, but go over to the right side.
on me.
They don't have your name? Shit. Do you have Steph's number?
I've got it.
I
if
can give
need
it to you. I shouldn't give it to
Anybody
this
need
whole room
Steph's
over
number?
a microphone, though. I'll text you Steph's number
You left your phone in the pen.
and Victoria's number, and just text one of them.
Yeah.
And they're both like in the hotel right now, so they'll get back to you and tell you where to go.
Oh no, it's going on. This panel is going great, and it is live.
Okay, I hope I get to see you. Find me in the museum, maybe.
Okay, let's see.
Yeah.
Guy in the red
Alright,
shirt who
cool.
we didn't get enough time. Do you have any questions?
Yeah. Text message incoming. You got your shirt, right?
Okay, guy up there waving his arms, trying to get my questions.
All right. Awesome.
We
already
answered
answered
that one already.
Alright.
They
Yeah,
went
it's
away.
been answered.
Sweet.
There was a
Okay,
industrial
all right,
accident.
I'll give you those numbers.
Everyone lost their wristbands.
Cool. See you.
Okay, so Where was I?
Thanks, Brendan.
Yes, okay. I was
Funny,
telling you
still know
people to
what do,
harass
but no,
people.
I don't.
It's okay, I haven't learned what to do yet.
Right, so see what I decided was it would be much simpler to list the people that you should harass instead of the people that you shouldn't. So I'm just gonna start with the most important bit, with who you should sexually harass. That would be me. Just, if my MAGFest experience is defined by like dudes humping my leg, I'm fine with that. But see, I just gave you permission, so that means it's not harassment. That's how that works. I think everybody understands that. But, well, it can still be pretty fun. So there's, a few categories of people that I always hear complaints about, and, like, people that we should be harassing. Smelly people, for one thing, people who smell nasty. That's, that's gross. It's a music festival, people. Fucking get over it. Like, that's what happens. People rock out, they get in mosh pits, they get sweaty. I don't know if you've ever been to a music festival, but, people smell. What you have to deal with is like the stale butt crack. There's nothing worse than like stale nerd butt in an elevator. Just like, make sure you wash your butt and we're all good. Let's see. Neckbeards, those guys, they're dorks. Just like the nerds that just like don't do their facial hair the way you want them to do their facial hair. That's never made sense to me. Let's see, the furries. Those are weirdos, right? Like that should be just open season on harassing furries, right? And bronies, like, man, what a bunch of weirdos. So, for those of you who don't know, Anthrocon is the largest furry convention in the world, and I sort of cross-pollinated MAGFest and Anthrocon about 10 years ago. So half the staff at MAGFest is furries. And, when you're washing your butt, like, really get in there, and like, like, some people enjoy a finger up in there a little bit, and like, it helps. Just saying. The weeaboos, man, the anime kids. Katsicon was last weekend, and like, man, what a bunch of nerds. This takes me to the actual point I'm sort of goofing around, is the concept of what I sort of refer to as the social food chain that you kind of get stuck in grade school, of like who's popular and who's not and all this kind of bullshit. And I find that like when people find themselves in a superior position to where they were, then they turn around and find somebody else to make fun of, and it's just never ending. And the word weeaboo has always really struck me as just this really horribly ironic, like, there's this category of nerd that I find unacceptable because they're too nerdy, and yet I'm enough of a nerd to know what this nonsense word is that somebody made up to make fun of these nerds. Like, do you get the futility in that? I mean, come on. At some point, just step out, wreck the fucking food chain, and be people. And that's what it's about at MAGFest. And so, getting a little more serious, and I've decided to take this very personal, so bear with me here. Let's see, sort of behavior at MAGFest in general, like what we aspire to and what we require. There's a thing that gets quoted a lot and attributed as like Wheaton's Law. Will Wheaton said, "Don't be a dick." And PAX took it on as their sort of motto for, that is their code of conduct. That's their harassment policy. Don't be a dick. It's simple. And what he was talking about was, you can catch your friends kind of like going a little overboard, and it's like, the people are getting into arguments with the security or whatever, they're getting in people's faces in the show, and like, you can call your friends out on that and say like, hey man, like, you're kind of being a dick. And that works. Like, if it's your friends that are calling you out, that actually works, and it works to sort of improve behavior. So, again, that's why I'm talking to you guys, because you guys are the ones that can go out there and lead by example and like help out your friends. And At MAGFest, we aspire to a slightly higher level. Two great philosophers that I admire said, be excellent to each other. And party on, dudes. So yeah, and that's the real point is we got to take care of each other. Everybody here is sort of in this together. It's a big community thing, and MAGFest is very much about going nuts. Like, a lot of people really will just like, I mean, why I made a point of the first guy that was sitting up here was like, we're gonna get trashed, and everybody's like, woohoo! And that's cool, but it sucks to bring everybody fully down, but the end of my last MAGFest was defined by the call from security that I never, ever wanted to get in my life. We had a death at MAGFest last year. And I'm not going to go into any details of who it was or you know, cause of death or anything like that. I will just mention that alcohol was involved. And every year, we have a few ambulance calls for people who, if the ambulance was not called and we didn't get them shipped off, they would have been an alcohol death. Look out for your friends. Use a buddy system or something. Go nuts at MAGFest. It is all about exploring and finding things and getting excited and you know, getting together with people and going crazy, but man, there's a fucking limit.
Don't do a thing that would get a first responder called.
Yeah.
That's bad. Can I get everyone nodding in agreement with me? No first responders.
Yeah, very simple rules. Don't piss
Good
off the
attendees.
hotel.
Pat, pat.
Don't piss off the hotel, and don't call ambulances. And I mean, you know, call ambulances if you need them. Just please try not to do anything that requires an ambulance call.
Or the police.
And 2 years ago, there was a death that came out of Katsucon. I think the chair at the time, I'm sorry I don't remember the details of this, but one of the very high up people at Katsucon literally got the fucking con plague and died a month later from complications of like H1N1 virus. And that sucks greatly. And every year, this is again sort of the harassment thing. I hear people complaining about things, but they're always complaining in the wrong direction. People bitch about like people who would come to an event like this sick. Like, why would you do that? What a dick move. People don't know that they're contagious. For like the first 2 days of half the diseases that affect people and get transmitted around a space like this, they have no idea. It's up to you to take care of yourself so that you don't pick that up and turn it into something nasty. And that's just like, get your sleep, get your food in you, don't go nuts with the alcohol or anything like that. Like, just don't fucking kill yourself, please. And look out for your friends. Like, take care of each other. So I'm going to get into completely personal stuff. I'm going to tell you guys my story a little bit and something about what MAGFest means to me. And I find that in my language, I use I and we interchangeably because I have found myself to be a part of MAGFest. And when I say I, sometimes I think it sounds sort of egotistical, but if you understand that I'm talking about I as MAGFest, like I am MAGFest, we're all MAGFest at this point. There's a little bit of that too. Shit that happened in my personal life recently. I'm going to give you guys sort of the short version of the story. My girlfriend, Janice, was part of the reason I was able to run MAGFest for a few years like I did, because she was okay with supporting me while I dumped all my time and effort into running MAGFest, and I didn't have a paying job. And she put up with my crap for years so I could run MAGFest. A few years ago, we had a kid. He has a genetic mutation that means that his cells didn't grow properly, and he's going to, I might be crying in a moment here, but tomorrow is his 5th birthday, and he doesn't walk, he doesn't talk, He doesn't even eat. He's got a little tube in his stomach that we can pump formula into. And so the first 2 years of his life were absolute hell. He literally screamed for about 2 years straight. And now he's mostly happy and healthy as it goes for a kid with his affliction. He likes to scoot around on his butt on the floor and find things and stick them in his mouth, and he's super happy. And he'll just chew on them and be like, this is the greatest thing ever. But what happened a few months ago was sort of the struggle of dealing with the kid took its toll, and me and Janice are no more. That's done. I was with her for 15 years, and she got tired of putting up with my crap, and that was that. So I am now not with my effectively wife of 15 years and my kid that we had together. So I've spent the last few months feeling incredibly lost. And what happened to me about a month ago is I've been working on myself, you know. I've been trying to fucking get myself back together and figure out what the hell is going on with my life. So I'm seeing a physical trainer, and he was helping me out, like I can work out my half-busted elbow and a bunch of things like that. And I told him a little bit about what was going on with me, and he said, you know, well, you have to love yourself before you can love other people. And it's a nice platitude. It makes sense. I get it. I don't know if I'm really capable of that. I'm very good at some things, and I'm really very bad at some other things. And I don't know if I'm really able to love myself. It just doesn't work. Plus, you know, you got to get a tissue. It makes a mess, and I have to insert some humor anyway. Anyway, I've been thinking about that a lot since he said that a month ago, and realized that I'm lucky. I don't have to love myself. I've got MAGFest. I've got the fucking love that glows in these halls every year. Like every time I see what you people are doing here, and the excitement and the passion that people bring to MAGFest and the fucking love of it, it recharges me for the next year, and I can make it through another year because of MAGFest. What I'm saying is, I need you. I need all of you. I need this love.
Can we do a group hug? Would that be too weird? Can everyone like
for
come up
coming
for
to MAGFest.
If you would like to molest Paul, now is the time.
Come on, let's everyone get in here for a group hug. Come on, get down there, Paul. Come on. Come on, let's go down for a group hug. Embrace the love, Paul. Yeah, it's up here. No, it's in my pocket.
Hey, how are you doing?
No, panel is not over. Is it 4? No, we got 8 minutes. Plus, is there any panel in here after this? I don't know. I don't know the schedule.
Thank you all for coming to MAGFest. That's what I'm saying.
So we never gave our new panelist
I'm
up
done.
here. We never gave our new panelist up here some time. So what's your name?
Y'all can call me Deebs.
Okay,
That's my
Deebs.
nickname.
Deebs it is.
Just put a mint in my mouth, so y'all get to enjoy those sounds.
Hey Dom, welcome back. I guessed your
Want me to
password
throw
while
a
you were
mint?
gone.
Who? I'm Paul. What are you talking about?
I'm useful. You're Paul, right? Of course. Aren't we all Paul?
Is this panel still going on? I really kind of just came back to get my phone after the fire alarm.
Panel goes on as
The
long
rest
as we
of
want it to go
MAGFest
on
is out
for.
there. You guys can go check it
Wait,
out.
wait, wait. Is there another panel after this? You don't know either, right?
I don't know
Somebody's
anything.
got
Okay.
a question.
So let's assume this panel ends at 4, but let's assume it really ends when I feel like walking away.
Okay.
Okay. Well, see you later, Don.
This is fine.
Wait, can I talk about the thing?
You with the glove.
I can't talk about the thing.
What's your question? I have no idea. This is my first MAGFest ever. Yeah, man.
Paul has no legal obligation to answer.
Well, see, now I kind of want to know what the donut thing is. Anybody know what the donut thing is?
I have no idea what the donut thing is.
Well, no, I don't know. I'm having an existential crisis up here.
Get in that chair. So, all I know about the donut thing, it's just a question of is or is not MAGFest a donut?
What type of donut?
I don't know. I've yet to have a donut. So as my goes, I have
I don't
not
want to know
eaten
what a
donut,
MAGFest donut would be
so it is
pleased
not
with.
a donut. If I have a donut, it is a donut. But it's just like the cake. If it's not there, I don't have. Yeah, exactly. There's no cake. It's not there. I don't eat it. It's a lie. Unless I have
Does
a donut.
anybody
it's
have
lie.
a different question that isn't about really old Portal jokes?
Nice.
That was awesome.
So, legit questions. Anyone got legit questions? That guy.
Welcome.
Anyone? Anyone?
What time is what?
What time does Colossus make?
Oh.
Oh. Not after 11 p.m., I think is the answer.
Are you a random? You're just a random guy. Oh, you're the Paul guy. Yeah. Well, Paul is up here, guys.
Paul is with us now.
Do you guys want to have a second group hug with second Paul? Do you want to get second group hugged with second Paul?
I'd be in for that, yes.
Okay. Would everyone make their way to the front for a
Did
second
you
group
do
hug?
these, or was it someone else? Who is actually responsible for this? That
It's
okay.
second Paul.
He's making
What?
the magic happen.
Second Paul hug.
Okay, this is happening.
Hey, Paul. You have a lot of followers.
Dude, you have no idea. We went over all of that last year. And I mean all of it. Every Paul pun that is possible was made.
Or
Did
so
they say you were
thought.
Paulestrious?
I'm sure.
Yeah, I think you haven't seen anything yet.
So what do you guys want to talk about? I don't know. This is my first MAGFest. I'm really
More-
yeah. California, but I shouldn't be familiar because I don't really do things in the internet of public. I did not choose Metroid.
It's awesome, duh, is probably the real answer.
Metroid chose them.
Nick actually chose that, but when he did, I told him to be very careful because he was going to make me cry. Because the few of you that know me online know that the icon I use is the screw attack S from Super Metroid. I've like taken that as my own personal symbol. That's how I feel about Super Metroid. So I warned Nick he was going to have to do a really good job with the theming this year, or I was going to be upset. And I think I'm pretty happy.
This guy.
What up?
Yes, I have seen
What
Rick and
up,
Morty.
up, up?
You mean Doc and Marty?
Doc and Mahardy is the greatest thing ever. If you haven't seen it, please watch it and then go watch House of Cosby's. That's the greatest thing ever, too.
It's pretty good stuff. Dude in the front, lanyard, yeah. The same way we choose everything about MAGFest, we make it up as we go along.
Yeah. We
This is a
completely
real
pulled it out of our
answer.
ass.
Who else had their hand up?
Who's got questions, concerns, comments?
We've got Radio
That
Shack.
guy. Oh, the guy holding the door. Yeah, what's up? Yes, I believe we had something involving it not being where it was supposed to, and it should be being handled or is currently handled. I don't know.
Oh, did he not get his little dangly thing to go with his badge?
I believe
that-
so. They
Yeah,
might have
okay.
gotten misplaced.
Oh, yeah, there's supposed to be a little dangly thing that goes with that has your name on it. Huh, I don't know. I guess check in registration again later.
Yeah, all the way back there. Yeah. Yeah, the date is wrong. Yes, we're aware.
Yeah.
You can find them online proper, magfest.org/static/files/capital M2016_S
Oh, yeah.
schedule.
You can
Okay.
also just
Dot
cross out
PDF,
like
dot
Friday
PDF.
and write Thursday.
Does
and
everybody
cross out
understand?
Saturday and write Friday.
Does everybody understand the M point? We call them M points, the MAGFest money. Everybody,
Does anyone not get M
Yeah,
points?
does anybody not know what an M point is or MAGFest money? Anybody here? Hand, you don't know what MAGFest money is?
It's MAGFest internal currency. You have to spend it here. You get it here. Next year, it's only worth half price.
No, it's just it's different than that. But you can kind of trade it in next year for the same currency, but only for 1 year. But dude in the back there didn't know, and the thing hanging off of your badge, like everybody's badge, has a little thing on it that says this is money. That is $1 that you can spend in the marketplace or at our merch booth on anything that costs money in dollars.
Guy with the camera in front. New
Because
things happen.
we only thought of that this year, the badge tear off. We've been trying to do it for a few years, and the whole endpoint thing is like this really complicated mess of moving parts. Like all the departments have to get in on it. We've got to clear legal and financial things, and work out fucking tax things with the IRS and make sure that we're not like qualifying as gambling or some crap like that. And so and then the actual manufacturing of the endpoints, like finding somebody who's gonna make the laser cut things or the little plastic rupees or whatever, it's just a huge complicated process every time. And if you think about it, we're gonna have about 20,000 people at MAGFest this year, and every single person getting an endpoint costs us $20,000 worth of endpoints. So there's a lot of things to deal with, and we only just finally dealt with it this year.
Guy with the backpack.
No. What the endpoints are, where they came from, is they're prizes. Like, the problem that we had with prizes is you have a fighting game tournament, and 100 people play, and the grand prize is a little figurine of Ryu or something, and yay. And then you have a Counter-Strike tournament, and you only get 16 people in the tournament, and then the grand prize is a $600 video card, and the guy that won the tournament already has an $800 video card in his computer, so what the fuck is the point of wasting all this crap? So what the endpoints are is a unified prize system where all of our tournaments, you win endpoints, and then you can go pick your own prize in the marketplace. So. Oh, are those M8 points?
Those are Tron points.
Those
aren't
the.
The Tron points were awesome. They were my favorite.
Oh, you know what? I haven't even seen these fuckers yet. All right, so this is what the endpoints look like this year. If you win tournaments, you will get a little plastic token like this, and from a distance you can't see, but it's got the little M logo and a 10. This is a $10 endpoint, and this is a 1, and I hadn't even seen these guys until right now.
These are the 5s.
That's cool.
Guy in the black jacket with the white accents on it who's raising his hand. Hi.
What's up?
I run around and I put out fires, except for the fire alarm. That's the fire department. Repeat that? Oh, I'm constantly throughout MAGFest. Yeah, I'm constantly. I have to keep existing forever until I'm dead.
No, we're festantly.
A thing to keep in mind, the staff and the guests at MAGFest are very approachable. Go hang out with us, talk to us, say hi. If you guys see me, say hi, whatever. I will probably just be like, hi, I don't remember you, I gotta go do something, see you, bye. But I do enjoy having everybody come by and say, hey, hi, Paul. And then the Paul thing gets exaggerated, and then I don't even.
Yeah. That's Colossus.
The Colossus roar. Yeah, there you go. That's
It's my
a little
first
better.
MAGFest too, you know?
Very simple story. We have a 6-player X-Men arcade machine. The loudest sound ever made in arcade is the sound of Colossus's special power. When somebody hits that button, Colossus goes, and you can hear it through the entire fucking arcade. And back at MAGFest 6, when the entire event was in a room about this size, you could hear that every time somebody hit that button. All of MAGFest could hear that sound. And It, it kicked in around MAGFest 7. So that just sort of worked its way into the collective consciousness of everybody at MAGFest and became the MAGFest battle cry. And like the old people that have been around MAGFest for a while, there's a lot of people that hate it now. But every year, half the population of MAGFest is new. It's their first time, and they think it's the greatest thing ever. So it's never gonna die. But what we tend to do internally is encourage people not to do it so much just randomly around MAGFest, like it's good in the concerts occasionally. Please don't do it in the atrium where all of the hotel rooms can hear you. But what we do is, at other events, if you go to like Otakon or BronyCon or PAX or something like that, you're just walking around, you let out a colossus roar, you'll hear it echoed. And those are MAGFest people at that event. And that's awesome.
Guy in the tiara to my right. You had your hand up, but then you put it back down, I guess?
I haven't even seen it.
I wasn't working on supporter
I'm
stuff.
gonna defer that question to her. I think she
Yeah,
has
what's
the
your
most
opinion?
authority. Go ahead and answer that
Come on, tell us,
question for
Steves.
him.
It's a surprise.
There we
You heard
go.
it here. You heard it here, folks.
Perfect. I knew she was the right person to answer that question.
I'm going to go old school. It's a secret to everyone.
Blue shirt.
It's going to be really difficult that the word has spread about that now, and it's going to be impossible for anybody to identify me properly. That's this year.
Can I talk about the thing? Can I talk about the thing?
Do it.
Okay.
Unless she wants to answer
Okay,
it.
I can talk about the thing. Dom's not here. Paul's given me permission.
You-
Okay, so
you missed some
I've heard about this whole critical mass thing too, and the solution
entertainment.
is cap it at 20,000, sticks at 20,000, and we move to the West Coast. Not move, duplicate, clone. Not move, cap at 20,000. Everyone just take everything over there. Yeah, all of you get on a plane to the West Coast. No more coming here.
Not precisely in the same language you might have.
But the goal is MAGWest. MAGWest. That's why I'm here and that's why I exist. Yeah. I mean, this is MAGFest. What else do we call it, you know? MAGWeast? MAGWFest?
We just
No,
take
okay, hold on.
MAGFest and push it somewhere else.
Yeah. Fun bit. For years, we've been applying to be a 501c3 nonprofit charitable organization, and we finally got the mail back from the IRS about that, like, earlier this year. And it's the most unassuming little thing. It's just a little envelope with a little single piece of paper that's just like, you may now operate as a 501c3 charity, yay. But it's like the single most important document in MAGFest history. And it's like beatboxing, kind of. And it was addressed to MAGFeast Incorporated. The IRS fucking typoed our name on like the most important letter they could have possibly sent us. So we're gonna have to have a MAGFeast. I'm thinking we take over Thanksgiving.
Is that like a fancy
and-
banquet for robots?
Right.
MAGFest. It's what's for dinner.
That's MAGFeast. That's what for dinner.
Yes.
I honestly have no idea where the donut thing came from or what it is.
I
I've been
think
seeing a lot of donuts. The possibility that AIDS causes donuts is also being investigated. Oh, most of them. I mean, personally, holy shit, there's a chocolate place. If you come out of the Gaylord and make a left and go downhill, like right on the first block there's like a chocolate place. I'm into mochas. I like me a mocha.
Well,
They've
let-
got a mocha that is fucking
Do you have
amazing.
money? Then you will be happy to eat.
Okay, all right, I'll do it. It's in front of Potomac now, right? And I mean,
So while they're talking, since it's a non-profit now, if you go to magfe.st, basically MagFest, /humble, you can have all of your Humble Bundle purchases, give a little money back to MagFest.
Oh yeah, and like anywhere that does charitable donation stuff that like allows you to like tack something onto your purchase, like I think at Amazon you can like
Smile.amazon.com.
Right, that you can name
Magfest/Amazon.
MagFest as the charity that your donation goes to. So Nick just mentioned he wanted me to let you guys know there's a thing that's relatively new this year. We were sort of sampling it last year, but we set up a thing called Rock Island that is the collected band merch station. It's outside of the Potomac Ballroom, which is the main concert area, like sort of down that way on the expo hall side, ballroom level. Right outside of there, you'll find just sort of a merch booth where you can get all of the band's merch. We're doing it as a collective thing so that like the bands don't have to sit there in the marketplace and sell their own merch. We've got like a dedicated merch section. So like if you want any band stuff, they're not all there 100%. This is sort of the first year we're doing it, and some of them are participating, some of them aren't, and it's a little all over the place. But most band merch is going to be permanently set up right outside where the bands are playing. So you can go there. And that's
And it's called Rock Island.
And it's called Rock Island.
Guy
which
way in the back.
used to be a train thing.
Yes, we have been over this.
We try and make a point of like distributing those. We're totally communist here, so we're sharing the wealth. We don't have any like gigantic, huge prize tournaments where you're going to get like $500 in M points. We have a whole crap load of tournaments where if you even participate, like if you play a game and lose, you'll get an M point. So look around for those. There's some of those around. There's a lot of like weird, silly, casual sort of tournaments where you definitely have a chance of like, making it past the first bracket and then you'll win something. And there's other events, there's like panels and things that are doing things. There's like a trivia contest and the cosplay contest and shit like that. Like basically anywhere anybody's giving out any kind of prizes, it's M points.
So I just want to make sure our Mediatron guy is okay. I know we're running the panel over and whatnot. You good? Cool. Glad to hear it. You gotta check on the people back there. I'd be annoyed if I was like, well, the panel's over. Why are they still going? I don't want to be here. I want to go do things. So yeah, way over there. Yes.
I have no idea about any of the specifics. I think most of the bands are involved. Some of them are not. I couldn't tell you. Just go ask them.
Which band?
Metroid Metal.
I believe they opted in.
My guess is yes. I think last year when they participated in the prototype, they were on board.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, Brendan knows these things more than I do.
Cool. Any other questions? Or should we just ramble?
I think we've rambled for a while.
More awkward questions. I want the awkward
Let's
questions.
do it.
Yeah,
Awkward
let's
questions.
get some awkward
Blue shirt
questions
dude.
up in here.
That's
panel
not an
ends
awkward
whenever you
question.
want it
I'm
to
pretty
end.
sure I said this. The panel ends when I get bored and walk away.
Yeah, all right. Well, since he just took on my responsibility. That's been what I've done for years. This panel ends when I get tired of talking, but he just said he's going to do that, so I'm good.
Today I have eaten one bag of
Hey, we have
Cheez-Its.
another seat for an audience member.
I don't know what you said, Deebs. I'm sorry. I think I might have talked over
We
you.
have another seat for an audience member, and somebody's already taken it.
Oh man, this is great. Okay.
So I will note that there is a panel scheduled here at 4:30, either today or tomorrow. I'm not sure. It depends on which schedule you're reading.
I'll check
so
guidebook
Okay,
while we're
does
rambling.
anybody know what's happening in here after this, like what the next thing is? I don't know offhand.
It is a
That guy
4:30 panel
does.
here.
What?
At what time? 4:30?
Okay, well, we'll do.
Okay.
We'll do
So,
3
all
more
right.
minutes of this, and then we'll call it up.
No, I say,
Yeah,
as we
15
give up,
minutes to
people
prep
can
the
just come up and you guys can continue the panel until 4:30. You know, like as a seat opens up here, somebody come take it. I'm good with that.
We'll end it at 4:20.
Hey.
West Coast.
Okay.
So who's got some
See,
questions?
we're going to ramble, and I'm just going to talk, and Paul's going to walk away slowly, and he's going to say, what did I do? Why did I let this guy join MAGFest? What is the purpose in life? No one has one.
Don't leave.
Circles. Circles and
Please.
circles.
It
Please
seems like a lot of this
stay.
audience
No,
was just
everyone
here for
can
Paul.
leave.
Please
Everyone
don't
can
leave.
stay. You're all free to make your own decisions.
This is America.
I think the Pauls are leaving.
Yeah, that's anywhere. We're all alive here, right? I hope everyone's alive here.
Suspicious silence.
Okay, anyone got any weird questions? Ramblings?
Some
Anyone
weird
want to talk about their day?
questions.
No? No one wants to talk about their day? Thank you.
That's good
the
to
best
know.
convention.
Glad to hear your day is
I
great.
love your
Glad to hear
jacket.
your day is great.
What's up?
Do you enjoy it?
That is an excellent
Will you use it as a
purchase.
pillow?
Good investment.
Then you are good.
You just need to promise to love and cherish it for as long as it's yours.
So, if we think about it legitimately, this is the Welcome to MAGFest panel. He no longer works for MAGFest. I don't really work for MAGFest. The guy who did work for MAGFest left, and so did the other one. So this is really like, I guess this is true
Actually,
MAGFest, isn't it?
Yep.
The
I think
panelist
it's
has a
time for
question.
blatant advertising time. Can
Okay.
I be blatant and shameless here?
Please.
Are you gonna advertise
Bear
your
it
theme
all.
music?
Can anyone hit inversephase.com on their phone and follow something? I did
I
that
follow you.
thing.
I didn't actually hear what you said.
Yeah, me neither.
Like I'm on all the things, but I'm probably gonna play some sets in the museum and the arcade. I just released a new Sega Genesis album,
Sweet.
8 new songs.
It's really
Pretty
good.
Cool. So I guess
So,
if we're ending at
yeah.
4:20, we got 6 minutes to ramble.
I actually have a question.
I have an answer.
Part of the reason I'm here is maybe hoping I can see about passing out some business cards or maybe even scoring some kind of internship. Is that something I can
with
do?
MAGFest?
With MAGFest? With somebody who's attending MAGFest for publicity?
MAGFest
Anything
doesn't
really?
pay money.
Well, no, but
Yeah, the people that actually work for MAGFest don't really get paid, so internship is probably not the right word.
It's
But-
more like
but
It's more like slave.
it's like
Yeah.
let's
I mean,
go
aren't
with,
half
let's
of
go
them
with,
like that anyway?
Let's go with endless volunteering.
Endless volunteering.
You volunteer 24/7,
I don't know if I can
365
be
days
that.
a year.
I don't know if I can be that altruistic.
It's
I don't
okay.
think I have it in me.
It's okay. Not everyone needs to. Just gotta attend, have fun, have a good time. How are you, Will? Glad to hear it.
Questions?
Comments, concerns,
Concerns.
Please.
constructive criticism.
Just click the link below, subscribe, follow. Hit me up on Twitter.
We don't know what we're doing, so.
I know exactly what I'm doing. I'm
I
keeping
have
this
no
going
idea
for 5 more
what
minutes.
I'm doing.
5 more minutes?
It's just loud rambling. Yeah. So for Valentine's Day, I was with my girlfriend-ish, and what did we do? So I guess starting at midnight, it's a long, complicated thing. But what?
Mine's
Okay,
really
so
simple.
I've dated this girl 3 times. We've known each other 6 years since high school. It's complicated and endlessly weird. That's pretty much the gist of it. So let's see. Midnight happened. It was Valentine's. We stayed up, watched The Good Dinosaur.
Is that a good movie? I haven't seen it.
It was pretty good. I liked it. A little predictable, kind of reminded me of Lion King, but you get what you get. Then around 4 a.m. we ended up going to sleep, and then around 9 a.m. we woke up. Went and got what did we get? Breakfast? We got breakfast. Then I took her to the bus station, then she left, and then I spent the rest of the day crying alone. That part didn't happen. What did I do with the rest of my day? I met other people, and I did other social things, because my life isn't involved about my relationship entirely.
Can someone turn that off?
I just got
Really?
really, really drunk for Valentine's Day.
Nah. Oh, wait, is that you? I thought that was. Oh, sorry.
That's Brendan.
It's playing out of the PA speakers. I don't think anyone in the audience is capable of,
Unless
Yeah,
they're
figuring
mad.
that out.
Your phone is so
I thought that was the other panel. I was
They
not
figured
sure.
out our secret Bluetooth
Literally can't
code
hear
that
what
we don't have.
anybody is saying
So
right now.
we're dwindling down to 3 minutes here. We're at halftime. Halftime, everyone. Let's start with this. How was your day? How was your day? Glad to hear it. How was your day? How was your day? How was your day? How was your, which
We
question?
gotta teach this guy how to do this. Does anyone know the abbreviation DTH? It's down to hug.
Oh.
But what does that have to do with their day?
Well, day starts with D.
My name starts with D. My initials start with D because my name
Are you
starts
saying
with
your
D.
mom gave you the D?
No, it was my father. So it was my father. So my name
Your
is
dad gave you the
yeah.
D.
So my
All right.
name is Daniel Alexander Ross Evans, Dare. My father's name is David Alexander Richard Evans, also Dare. And my grandfather's name is Derek Alexander Evans, also a D. So the D is passed down from father to son. Also
Yeah.
these fancy blue eyes.
My initials are ABC. I'm not lying. It's what they are.
So yeah, that's
I
that.
don't call myself ABC. What? I
He's
can't.
looking forward to the D. You are correct.
Yeah, sure.
Let's see. He could legally change his name.
We have a very nice patient
glasses.
Andrew.
Oh, yeah, I didn't even notice. I'm so sorry. I guess you could say such a thing.
My God, go to your room and think about what you've just
I
done.
think you should go to 7-Eleven and buy some night crawlers. And then go.
It's really great
Instead.
pun.
So let's dwindle down these last 30 seconds. Just A, B, C, D, E.
Are the new
F,
panelists
G,
here?
H, I, J,
The next
K,
panelists?
L, M,
Hey, what's
Is
your
that
question?
them?
P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X,
Are
Y.
you people the new panelists?
That didn't work.
You're not. If the panelists aren't here, we should just keep talking.
I mean,
yeah, we
but,
should keep talking forever.
but don't I
Yeah.
have to go places at 4:20?
You can leave.
Ridiculous.
Kidding, I flew here. TSA is ridiculous.
Hey, are you guys the panelists over there? Is that?
Yeah, you guys
never
are cool.
mind.
Keep doing your thing.
Yeah.
All
right.
It's 4:20, so I guess we could end this panel.
Yeah.
But I'm not really bored. I mean, I guess I'm always bored.
No, what's important is if they're bored because they're the ones being held captive here.
They're not
Are
held
we
captive.
boring you?
Everyone has free will. Everyone is free to leave. Everyone is free to stay.
Look
People
at
are free to
that.
join. Hello,
Yeah,
new people.
dude, I think-
Are you waiting for the
Hi.
next panel?
I
Are you a
think they
panelist?
are.
Are
Please
any of
come
you
and join
panelists?
us.
We
No?
have people
Panelists.
coming
Goodbye.
in for the next
Goodbye. Have a
panel.
beautiful time.
Bye.
I like American Dad.
You've been to
Guys, I
MAGFest
think they're
before,
here to
right? You know
kick
how
us
this works?
out. I think we're
Oh,
being
well,
dethroned.
it's a party and it's friendly, so come on up.
Panelists, please step up and take our places.
Panelists, please come to the panel.
Somebody get this kid off the stage.
Oh my God.
Good. Okay. So
All right, Dare, it's time for you to be replaced by the real
The
panelists.
I think we're
usurpers have
done
arrived,
here.
Everyone.
I'm
Thank
calling
you. You've
this.
been lovely.
As the shadow of Dom, I say this is over. Welcome to MAGFest.